Hi, everybody. We're just waiting for that sound check from the sound check, and then we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Okay, we got the thumbs up. All right. So yesterday I talked about media assets and why they're important. Today I'm going to talk about media assets and how you can use them. From simple little product placements in videos, logo placements, um, uh, individual digital art pieces to keep people engaged and keep their attention. Things like because the letters are there. Putting your logo in places that are considered quote unquote suggestive, so that it draws attention of members of the same or opposite sex, depending on their orientation.
Yeah.
uh, so now let's talk. Since I'm pretty much talking to myself on most of these things, let's make a small adjustment here.
Small.
Here we go.
Oh, hi everyone.
There we go. There we go. All right. So, Donald's not hiding behind a blue bar anymore.
But yes,
Oh, now you can see your shirt.
lovely shirt.
All right. So, a while ago, like when I first did the first Theory Thursday, I talked about what colors mean. I did the same thing about shapes and sounds and stuff like that. When I had lots of material to go off of because I did none of them. But now it's really time to try to bring all that stuff together. Um, with that being said, if you don't know any of the other things that I'm talking about, like the psychological effects of color, shape, music, go watch those videos. Sorry, I'm not going to go through the whole thing again and go through like a whole hour presentation just to catch you up to now. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So, when you build your page, you get your page together, you put and now you're thinking, well, what do I want to put here to grab people's attention? Now the header, primary suspect, any logo branding and whatnot will always be helpful. One of the major things that I tell people is browsers have these little tiny fucking icons and little tiny fucking things. Make sure that your site has a browser icon. It's pretty easy with WordPress. I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy across the board, but make sure you're putting something up in that little browser icon, because if it's just like a blank spot, like a little Google Chrome globe thing, no one's going to bother looking at it. It's not interesting. No one's going to go away from that tab and then come back. They're just going to close it because they don't think about it.
If you have those assets available to your, customization to your website or your overall theme, you might as well utilize every aspect that that comes along with that theme package. So
right. I think with WordPress, it's not even a theme thing. It's just it's automatic. You have this. If you go into the settings, you can add that little logo. You add your little logo there. Add something there. It does. It's not giant sized. It's really small, so you don't want something with a lot of detail on it.
Yeah.
But
something basic.
but
Bright,
that's
eye-catching.
the point. Is it's just supposed to catch the eye, and then that's it. Um, your banner definitely should reflect your business. Just having a big flat single color bright banner is going to get attention, of course, but it's not interesting. It's not. It has nothing to do with
Not relating what
your
you're
your
doing.
project at all.
Yeah, that you have on.
So with that being said, and don't burp on camera. With that being said, make sure that your header is large. You want a rather large file, and it is in some way, shape, or form related to the products at which you're selling, or the service at which you're offering, or the content at which you're providing, or whatever online business you manage to be putting together. We have a few travel agencies in the network.
Yeah.
Well, the palm trees and beach, the mountains of fucking Kilimanjaro, or the fucking the ruins at Chichen Itza. An airplane, a cruise ship, anything that's somewhat related to the business at which you're providing is going to go a long way. It's going to get people thinking, well, what in relation to this image is this entrepreneur offering me? Furthermore, the next thing that they're going to see is they're probably going to see your business logo, your project's logo, and as always, I will tell you, keep it simple, stupid. Don't clutter it up with like 1,600 things. This is the perfect logo. Why? It's approachable, first and foremost. It's an image people commonly understand as, warm, fuzzy, cute, what have you. There's no violent action happening. It's simple curiosity that you see with this picture. The colors match a very stable psychological imprint, and all of these things all add up to what the network stands for. It's the reason why we use blue for the network, because it represents dedication, stability, and these are important things in the network. We are dedicated to our network members in order to help them grow their businesses, and we're here, and it's a stable endeavor. So, with that being said, your logo is the next thing you're really gonna have to worry about. Okay, it's just a live video going live. After that, maybe you want to add video, and in that case, there are plenty of stock options, absolutely, for music. But you really have to understand that the theme of your video, the theme of your project, and the theme of the music don't necessarily have to line up. If you're selling Middle Eastern tapestries, okay, and the tapestries are Middle Eastern. The website itself, the logo design is very, very Middle Eastern style. But when you're making your video, certainly there can be elements of the musical score that you use across your video that would be Middle Eastern. But if you have like a call to action or a sense of urgency, that doesn't jive well with Middle Eastern styles of music. And in that case, you kind of have to like break away. You have to understand that the psychological theming of your music selection has to match what you want people to do, not necessarily 100% what you want, what your product is, what your project is about. When you do a call to action, you should be using tensor music because you want someone to do something, and tensor music causes people to want to do something, anything. Trust me, I know. And you have to be abrupt. I mean, there's two real philosophies when it comes to video. There's the philosophy of I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you, then I'm going to tell you the thing that I'm going to tell you, then I'm going to recap the thing that I tell you, and then I'm going to deliver a call to action message. And in a monologue video, that is actually probably the best advice I can give you. Now, in contrast, there is the live video option, which a lot of people do enjoy taking full advantage of, where that's actually a conversation. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of having listeners that are talking often.
Interactive.
I would love that, but it's just not happening. So things like today is pretty much like option one for video, where I explained this is what we talked about yesterday. This is the reference material from prior videos, and here is what I'm going to tell you, and and then I just proceeded to get right down to it, as it were. Now, on another note, please, for the love of God, edit your videos. If you are going to post video onto your webpage and it's not live,
Yes.
if it's live, you're taking the editing option out, and in that sense, it's acceptable because it's a live production. But if it is not live, for the love of fucking God,
Learn a basic
edit
production.
your videos. I will tell you right now, free to use OpenShot, OpenShot Video Editor. You can go ahead and look up OpenShot on Google, and you will find a downloader for it. You download it. It's initially it was a Linux project, but they have
like most Linux projects, they're really great. So
they're not. It's not only a great video editor, but it's also shareware.
Yeah.
And as it gets improved, you can update it for free. So there's no pesky, oh, I only have version 2.5 now. In order to continue doing my work on my project, I have to get 2.8. You can just download it for free. You can download the updates. And that's important when it comes to covering your costs.
Yeah,
and managing those.
I can tell you, I utilize Adobe products for a lot of my projects, but the OpenShot is a better deal because, like with the Adobe, products for film editing or video editing, it's like $50 a month with all the other added features in it. So you're really doing yourself a favor by going through the OpenShot.
Now, granted, OpenShot does have some limitations, and that's always going to be the case with anything that's freeware. But if you're willing to do the legwork yourself, create your own art, and those types of things, then you're pretty much 90% of the way to a paid product with something that's free.
Yeah.
All you got to do is spend a little time making it happen.
Well, a lot of Linux users are DIYers.
Yeah. Now, as far as video is concerned, if you're planning on putting that video on someplace like YouTube, dynamic cover art gets you more clicks than anything else. And if you're really looking to attract people via YouTube onto your onto your web page or landing page, that's something you're going to have to learn how to master, how to attract people to your project via clickable images. Yeah, if someone sees something very exciting happening on that cover image, they're more likely to click on that video. That being said, those are really like the primary assets that you're going to be dealing with when it comes to building your own page. And it's really important that you get all of these things together, get all of these things in line, because it really makes or breaks the difference between creating a business that will eventually provide for you, or not. So with that, we're going to go through the ending ritual of this, where I explained that today we talked about media assets and how you can employ them into your websites, your digital assets, and how you can leverage them better. The certain little things, the tiny details that often get missed when it comes to promoting your own project by having an engaging landing page. And now that whole call to action thing. If you happen to know somebody who has a business, or you yourself have a business and you're owner operated, and you would like some at no cost promotion, I would suggest you either direct your people or yourself to the network on Facebook at facebook.com/the network MMA. We also have a website at thenetworkmma.wordpress.com, and various other social media assets related to that name and that one's name. So there's that. If you do need help with something like managing media assets, generating media assets, and stuff like that, I will tell you that we do have more than one graphic designer that could possibly use some business. I don't know what pricing is, because I'm not that person.
Varies depending on the project.
Probably, but I don't know about.
It does.
I don't know about Meg.
I think so too. So it just depends. But yeah.
So there's that. And I think I'm gonna call it now. Thanks everybody for coming by.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, kitties, for not being complete douche canoes.
I know, right? I'm pretty proud of them.
Very upset that no one came to watch, to watch the kitties not be complete.
I know, right?
I mean, there is this like one person who keeps flickering in and out from Facebook. I have no idea who the hell it is, but nobody really says anything. So, with that being said, if you are watching this on the replay, you can always comment #replay so that I know that it's getting traffic after the fact, and lets me know. Let me know if any of this stuff helps you, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or what have you. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, even though I don't know who any of you are. And we're going to go now.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.